Hello, sports fans. Welcome to Super Sports Central. Today, we have my week of December 5th, 2022 college basketball predictions. So, starting off this week's predictions on Tuesday, as there's no real great games on Monday, we have Texas against Illinois in Madison Square Garden. So, both teams have gotten off to great starts this season. Texas is undefeated with big wins over Gonzaga and Creighton. Illinois is 6-2 with wins over UCLA, and they also lost to Virginia and Maryland. Now, the difference for Texas in this game, as opposed to their other big wins, is this is at a neutral site in New York, whereas their other big wins against Gonzaga and Creighton have come at home. So I'm going to take Texas here. I think they've been the more consistent team this season, and they have shown they can already beat some other good teams. So they've already beaten two at home. I think they get one on a neutral site here, as they will defeat Illinois. And the other game, also at Madison Square Garden at a neutral site, we have Duke against Iowa. So Duke's been pretty good this season. Some of their talented freshmen haven't necessarily gotten going yet. They face Iowa. This is one of two tough games Iowa faces, as they also face Iowa State on Thursday. We'll get to that game in a minute. But Iowa really needs to win one of those games, and I don't think it's going to be this one. I'll go with Duke as they get the win here over Iowa. No real great games on Wednesday, so moving to Thursday, we have Iowa State against Iowa. So now, getting to the Iowa State-Iowa game, which I mentioned before. So Iowa State's been good this season. They have a win over North Carolina, showing they could beat other good teams, but then they lost to UConn. Iowa's relied on a lot on Chris Murray so far this season, as he's averaging 21 points and 10 rebounds. And I would take Iowa State if they could stop Chris Murray. I like their chance to do that, but I think I'm still going to go with Iowa getting the win over rival Iowa State. No games on Friday, so moving to Saturday's games, we have Oklahoma against Arkansas. So Arkansas's been good this season. They're 6-1, and their only loss is a good loss to Creighton, or a loss to a good Creighton team, I should say. Arkansas also has a highly rated recruit in Nick Smith, who made his season debut against Troy on Monday. So he'll be seeing more playing time in the upcoming games as they're easing him into action after he missed the first few weeks of the season. And I think as he sees more playing time, that's going to make Arkansas even better, and it's going to help them get the win over Oklahoma on Saturday. Another game on Saturday, we have Alabama visiting Houston. So Alabama already knows what it's like to be the number one team, as they beat North Carolina in 4 overtimes. So now they have the opportunity to do it once again and beat Houston. But I think Houston is just too good here. Alabama turns the ball over way too much. They have 18 turnovers a game, which is the actually 6th worst in the country. But I'll take Houston winning this one at home. I could see Alabama getting the win here, but they turn the ball over too much against a good Houston team. So I'll go with Houston getting the win over Alabama. And another game on Saturday, this one in Las Vegas, we have Arizona against Indiana. So this is another big game. Arizona recently lost to Utah, where they shot 14% from beyond the arc. They went 4 of 28. They can't afford another bad performance like that against a quality team in Indiana. Now, I think this is going to be a great game, a high-scoring game. Both teams score a lot of points. Arizona scores about 93 points a game. Indiana scores about 87 points a game. So I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. A lot of points will be scored. And I'll go with Indiana getting the win in Las Vegas. And the final game we'll be predicting this week, we have Maryland against Tennessee. That game taking place on Sunday. So it's also on a neutral court, this one in Barclays Center in Brooklyn. So Maryland is currently unbeaten at 8-0 at the time of recording this video, but they do have to face Wisconsin before they go play Tennessee. So I think this is going to be a lower scoring game, unlike the Arizona-Indiana game. I think this one's going to be lower scoring. Both teams are pretty good defensively, and I'll take Maryland winning this one and remaining undefeated, or if they're undefeated at that point, as Tennessee's just a little too inconsistent, too up and down. So I'll take Maryland getting the win there. So those are my college basketball predictions for the week of December 5th, 2022. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. I do my best to post as often as possible. Make sure to turn on notifications so you don't miss any of their upcoming videos. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. I do my best to post as often as possible. And I will see you in the next video.